Hello guys, welcome back. You are watching my channel, My English Magazine. Today I explain to you with the help of past tense. What is the past tense? Now I explain to you the past tense. What is the past tense and how it works in the sentence making. It is very important tense. It helps you to make the sentence. Okay, today I explain to you the past tense. What is the past tense? Past tense belongs to the second form of the verb. Okay, clear? It belongs to the second form of the verb. In this tense, past tense had also used, was, and had been. These are the forms. Which kind of second? This is the past forms. Okay, past verb is used in this tense. First of all, now simple past. Here you use when you want to say to past things, when you want to say about the past things, then you use was. Okay, clear? Was, were, had. This is always used with the past tense. But how and where we use was, where we use had, and where we use had been, I explain all things in this magazine. Today I explain to you simple. Where is the simple past? Was. But when there is talking of the past indefinite tense, past simple tense, then you use second form of the verb. Second form of the verb is always used in the past indefinite tense, past simple tense. Now I explain to you with the help of some examples. I played when I was younger. I played when I was younger. Here played. Played is the second form of the verb. I saw. Saw is the second form of the verb. I sat. This is the second form of the verb. I said. This is the second form of the verb. Said. Did. This is the second form of the verb. Wanted. This is the second form of the verb. How we use in the sentence? I played when I was younger. Played is the second form of the verb. And was also the past tense. Belongs to the past tense. Second form. Saw. It is the second form of the verb. Set. Second form of the verb. I saw the angle in the marble and carved until I set him free. Drawing on my fine command of the English language, I said nothing. Said is the second form. Every man is guilty of all the good he did not do. Now, here, did is the second form of the verb. I wanted. I wanted. I wanted. This is the second form of the verb. I wanted. This is the second form of the verb. I wanted to buy a candle holder, but the store didn't have one. But the store didn't have one. I got a cake. Got is the second form of the verb. I got a cake. Now the another here past progressive tense. What is the past progressive tense? Past progressive is also called as the past continuous tense. Okay. Now I explain to you with some example. Was, were and present participle. Means here you use was, were with the first form of the verb plus ing. This is the rule. This is the formula. I was playing for an hour. Here was is the second form of the verb. I mean to say past tense. There is helping verb also. I was playing. Playing. P-L-A-Y. This is the first form plus ing. Playing. I was playing for an hour. This is the past progressive tense. I was falling asleep when the phone rang. Was falling. W-S was. Falling. F-A-L-L-I-N-G. Falling. Fall is the first form. I-N-G is the is plus with the V1. Yani means first form of the verb plus ing. We were preparing a picnic. We were preparing a picnic and then it started to rain. We were preparing. Prepare plus ing. Preparing. Now, I feel like I sort of missed the eddies. At the time, we didn't know we were having fun. Were. W-E-R. Were. W-E-R-E with H-A-V-I-N-G. Having. This is the were having. This is the progressive. Which kind of? Past progressive, because here is was. Okay, clear? Now, she was sleeping. A psychiatrist. 2 plumbers and a bartender. Now, seeing. Was seeing. This is the past perfect. No. Past progressive tense. Now the another I am telling to you. This is the another tense which is I explained to you, that is the past perfect tense. What is the past perfect tense? Past perfect always use the form of the verb which kind of had. Had is the past form. But there is the V third also. It means third form of the verb with the past. Here I shown some example to all of you. These are the some examples. Yes, I explained to you with the help of some examples. Okay. I had played. Here you understand. Had is the past form. Past participle means third form of the verb. I had played already. Always in perfect tense, past perfect tense, you use had played. Had played. Okay. Had, in this you use I had crossed the line. I was free, but there was no one to welcome me to the land freedom. I was a stranger in a strange land. In this example, had crossed. This is the third form of the verb crossed with use had. This is the helping verb, but past form of the verb had. I had crossed. I had seen birth and death, but had thought they were different. Had seen, had bought. This is the third form of the verb with had. There are so many things that we wish we had done. Here, had and done. Had is the past form with done. Done is the third form of the verb. Had done yesterday. So few that we feel like doing today. So clear? Now I am explaining to you past perfect progressive tense. What is the difference between the past perfect progressive tense with the past perfect? Now I am explaining to you. The past perfect tense. Here, past perfect progressive tense. What is the past perfect progressive tense? With the I had been playing since I was 10. I had been playing since I was 10. I had been playing. Here, had been always used in past perfect progressive tense with the V1 plus ing. Play is the first form plus ing. Ing is the ing. This is the first form of the verb plus ing. I had been playing since I was 10. I had been weeding my garden for weeks, but I just surrendered to the weeds in the end. Had been is the second. Had is the past tense, past verb, and been weeding. Weed is the first form plus ing. Had been. Been is always used in with past perfect progressive tense. Always use been in the past perfect progressive tense. Okay. With ing, with the V1. V1 plus ing means I had been weeding my garden. Here had is the past form. Been is always used in the past perfect progressive. Where is the progressive? Weeding. Ing. Weeding. W-E-E-D-I-N-G. My garden for weeks. But I just surrounded to the weeds in the end. The jury had been considering its verdict for several hours when the judge effectively ordered them to find John's guilty. So, in this way, so past tense is completed today. I give some more examples of the past tense. These are: I thought that it was learning how. So live, but I had been learning how to die. I thought that I was learning. This is the what? Was is the past tense. Okay. Past. Deal with the past. Learning. This is the progressive. So, to live. But I had been learning. There is the change. Had been learning. Had is always used in the past. But had been. Both are with first form ing. Learn ing. Learning. Plus ing है ना. So, I had been learning. This is the past perfect progressive tense. Now, how to die. Now, even though I had been boxing. Box, ing, boxing. This is a V1 plus ing. Had been. Both are used had been. These are used in past perfect progressive tense. Always use been in the past perfect progressive tense. Okay. With V1 ing. Boxing. Box plus ing. For 3 years I had no idea that I could beat somebody in the ring. Clear? Many people had been asking me to write an autography. Many people had been. Had is the past tense. Deal with the past tense. Had been asking. had been asking. This is the had past been asking, which is used in the past perfect progressive tense. Had been asking. Ask plus ing. Asking V1 plus ing. Clear? Now, here many people had been asking me to write an autobiography, though I did better tell me story before other people told it for me. It was funny to read a script that was no similar to what had been going on in my life. Now, I did been shouting, and no one wanted to hear me. These are deal with the past tense. Okay, now I use a verb touch. T-O-U-C-H, touch. In simple tense, simple past tense, I touched. Simple past tense, this is I touched. In simple past tense, this is I touched. You touched. He, she, it touched. We touched. You touched. They touched. This is used in simple past, but in past progressive tense was. I was touching. I was touching. You were touching. He, she, it was touching. We were touching. You were touching. They were touching. Was is always used with the singular, but the were is used with the plural. They were touching. Past perfect tense, I had touched. Past perfect, I had touched. You had touched. He, she, it had touched. We had touched. You had touched. They had touched. But in past perfect tense, here is the difference. In past tense, you use had with the third form. I had touched. But in past perfect progressive tense, I had been touching. You had been touching. He, she, it had been touching. We had been touching. You had been touching. They had been touching. In past perfect progressive tense, you use had been with the V1 plus ing. Touch, touch is the first form. ing. I had been touching. So, in this way, the past tense is clearly explained in my magazine. I explain everything in this My English magazine, and I also explain this in my channel My English magazine on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you very much.